Wrestling Days, and welcome to Wrestling Days Live. We are live for NXT and AEW. Of course, this is our second stream of the day. We did a 6-hour stream earlier, and my voice is a little bit shot from that, but yes, I am here. I did not oversleep, mainly because I haven't been asleep. So I am still wide awake from the stream that we did earlier. Had something to eat, set this stream up, and here we are. Yes, there's a lot of excitement. Yes, we've got a special guest. And it is very, very exciting. Shout out to everyone that is joining us in the chat. Hope that you are all okay and all well and all having a wonderful day. Obviously, it's been a very special, very noteworthy, very newsworthy day as well. So, yeah, I hope everyone is having fun, having a good time, and excited for what should be a really good show. Because, of course, on NXT, we've got the Fight Pit. We have got the Fight Pit. So, really looking forward to that. Over on AEW, it doesn't look quite as stacked. But we've still got some interesting matches. We've still got some interesting stuff. So, I am very much looking forward to that. The Pride and Powerful figures are singular, not a duo. There we go. David Paul with some breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Austin, shout out to you. Daniel says -1's birthday. Yes, it is. That is actually on the show tonight. I might as well just quickly run down that. So we have got Cody versus Pretty Peter Avalon. We've got Santana and Ortiz taking on Jericho and MJF facing Sammy and Jake Hager. We've also got legit Layla Hirsch taking on Penelope Ford. We've got Sting congratulating Darby Allin. And we've got Hangman and the Dark Order taking on TH2 and Chaos Project. Plus, we've got Miro and his new butler, Chuck Taylor. So all of that happening on AEW. There's nothing really there that's like massively jumping out at me or us, if I'm being perfectly honest. So maybe, I don't know, maybe Sting congratulates that. I kind of feel like there's going to be a surprise. I kind of feel like there's going to be something on this show because that lineup just doesn't really do it for me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people are super excited for this, but I don't know, man. I don't really. I'm struggling with that lineup a little bit. Normally, AEW is like the show that you're quite interested in beforehand because it's got loads of stuff on it. Not so sure this one does. Over on NXT, Bayley has took a picture of her next to the Dusty Rhodes Classic tournament trophy, so showing that she is at NXT. So seemingly Bayley is at NXT tonight. Don't know if she's going to make an appearance or if she was just there. Or it could be an old picture, but I don't think it is. So I don't know what's happening with Bayley. We've got Tommaso Ciampa against Timothy Thatcher in the Fight Pit. We've got Kushida and Leon Ruff taking on Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. We've got Kacy Catanzaro and Carter taking on Storm and Mercedes Martinez. Of course, we've got the Women's Dusty Tag Classic underway. And we got the Lucha House Party taking on Imperium. So, yeah, quite a lot happening there. And there's quite a bit of news and things that we need to go through as well. So, Blessed Radio says, your uncle looks gold. Let me explain this before I take it away. I obviously, once we finished the UFC stream, I was just kind of catching up with the inauguration and everything that went down. This is Bernie Sanders, right? Now, I understand Bernie Sanders is not going to be the most popular person in the world, Put the political stuff to one side. Forget the politics, okay? Doesn't matter who it is, right? But forget the politics. This is what he looked like during the inauguration today. So he was sat there with his jacket on, his big gloves on, and everything. He was all toasty and wrapped up. Perfectly fine. No one's, fine. But, I think we can all agree, memeable. Yeah? And the internet has definitely done what internet does. And this little image of Bernie is everywhere right now. Everywhere. If you want a good laugh, then jump onto Twitter and you will see this Bernie everywhere. People have been putting him on album covers, on film posters, on the surface of the moon. You know that New York girder, and it's got all the workmen sitting on it having their lunch. It's like a very famous picture from like I think they were building the Empire State Building, and it's like from the 1920s, and they're having their lunch in black and white. Someone's added this image of Bernie to that and sharing it all on Twitter and everything. And I must admit, I was like, why is Bernie trending? I don't understand. So as I was looking at the trending, because I'd expect Biden and Kamala and maybe the Obamas, maybe Trump and things like that. But I was like, I wasn't expecting Bernie. And so I clicked on it and wow, did it make me smile. So again, forgetting the politics. Check that out if you want to have a little giggle. So bye Bernie. Let's say bye to, because I am like properly crunched up here and it's not very comfortable. Whew, look at that. Yes, there we go. Monica, did you see the picture where they put the money in the bank briefcase in his hand and he was just waiting? No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't see that one. I wonder if I can find one, because obviously there's some people that might not have Twitter, so they might be missing out on some of these. But it did make me laugh. I was sitting there and I was like, why is this a thing? What's going on here? Let me find my phone. So, yeah, there's a few, whilst I'm just doing this, there's a few other things for us to be going through. Obviously, Wrestle votes. Can I just tell you, it's the #1 trend. Top trend. There is... Someone's put him in the Kanye West. Oh, my God, I love that one. There he is. Someone's put him in the Kanye West cover. So there he is, look. Yes. So, what was that? Oh, Drake. Someone's added him to Drake. Take care. This is so good. This is currently my new favorite thing that's happening right now. Forrest Gump, that's a pretty good one. Someone's added him with. I'll show one more. I'm gonna find one more. They're all really fun. Someone's got him doing skip rope. There's is that Gangnam Style? Oh my God, someone's got him doing Gangnam Style. Up and Gangnam Style. That's like Up and Bernie Style. There he is, look, doing Bernie Style. Again, put the politics aside. I don't care about the politics. There is someone stealing Bernie during the Capitol invasion, as you can see right there. That guy waving as Bernie is being taken away. That's a good one. Do you remember when he was on Moment of Bliss with Alexa and Nikki? There he is on there. Loving that. I did say I'd show you one more, but I lied. Who can forget as well when he was sat in the background during the infamous Muhammad Ali fight there. There he is, look, in the background. Oh, I could keep going. Someone's added him. Do you remember when Mike Pence had that fly? Someone's added him to Mike Pence's head right there. So it wasn't a fly. It was actually a little Bernie. A little Bernie sat on a chair. Oh, I do. Oh, my God. All of these are so good. I keep saying I'll do one more, but then I keep spotting other new ones. Oh. Okay. I probably should wrap it up. There's some good ones, but I'm not sure if there's anything, like, essential that I need to show. I feel like you get the flavor. So, Although that is him on the Starship Enterprise in Star Trek right there. So that'll do. So, yeah, that he is #1 trend right now. That image is... I'll bring him back, actually, just so you can get a taste of it again. There he is, like... You can have so much fun with that. Why has no one put him on the front cover of A Weekend at Bernie's? You know the film, The Weekend at Bernie's? Surely. It writes itself, guys. It writes itself. One of my favourites was when they put him on the...
Gaming in Real Time is a legend.
Hello, Gaming in Real Time.
They donated $2 New Zealand via a super chat. Hey days, how was your stream? I was asleep. Smiley face.
Do you know, it was really good. It was... Aiden sent me one as well. There he is with Demi. That'll be one that Tommy Toy Travels appreciates. So there is Bernie and Demi. Loving that. Thank you, Aiden, for sending me that. People are just sending them now. Where is... Oh, there we go. That's good. That's good, Monica. This might be the best. Oh, that is good. There he is, look. Just waiting. Waiting for the right time. The right time to cash it in. So there we go, Bernie with the money in the bank briefcase. Okay, we're done with that now. We're done with that. They show us the one that Monica sent you. There you go. Daniel says, another match is Private Party and Matt Hardy versus Matt Sydal and Top Flight. Very cool. They were on Impact last night, weren't they? That was something that we should talk about. The fact that Hardy and Private Party were on Impact, which is cool. I wonder if there's going to be a bit of back and forth now. I mean, now that like Omega has had his match at Hard to Kill, I don't quite know what the next step is. But I think what has become apparent is that wrestling fans are very excited about the idea of Impact and AEW working together. So. Private Party showing up. I did see, I think, was it Hikaru Shida? Hikaru Shida sent a message out, and she was saying, I need a new challenge. And I think it was Jordynne Grace that responded with a little gif of her going, So kind of tease. I'd be down for that, man. Jordynne Grace. That would be really cool. I don't know what she's up to at the moment on an Impact. I know she's not the champ. The champ's Deonna Purrazzo, isn't it? Or was. I don't know. She might have lost it. But, yeah, Jordynne Grace, I'm a big fan of her. Bernie will never cash in that briefcase. No. He won't. Well, no, he will. Because at the moment, he is the top 1%. And that's not right. He's got a briefcase and other people don't have a briefcase. So he will get rid of the briefcase. So that, he can be out of that top 1%. I would love to see New Japan jump in as well. They've got stuff with all three promotions. AEW is burying Impact so far. Hello, Jim. Hope you're well. Wrestling Days fan, shout out to you. I hope you are well as well. Yeah, there's a few things to talk about. So we've had a little chat about Bernie. Had to do it. We have run down the matches. I don't know if we did completely run down the NXT ones. So, Tommaso Ciampa versus Timothy Thatcher in the Fight Pit. Kushida and Leon Ruff against Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory in the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Catanzaro and Carter against Storm and Mercedes Martinez. And I think we did do with this, didn't we? Lucha House Party against Imperium. The news, WrestleVotes reporting that 25,000 people will be allowed into WrestleMania each day. So 50,000 total, which is very interesting. Way more than what I was expecting. Way more than what I was expecting. I mean, honestly, that stadium probably holds about 80. Something like that. I mean, I don't think it holds 100. So if it holds about 80, 90, it's going to be like 1 every 3, 1 every 4, 1 every 3, 1 every 4 kind of seats. if you were and you'd have to use the whole stadium and space everyone out that way. I don't know. Well, in all fairness, you'd probably allow couples together and then have like 8 seats or something like that, and then have another couple, or I don't know how they would do it, but yeah, I don't think that means there's going to be like 25,000 people all around the ring. But saying that, they might want to try and find a way of having as many people as close to the ring as possible. I don't know. It's tricky. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know what I'm excited for it, as long as it's all safe. But, yeah, certainly wasn't expecting that many. Taya Valkyrie has left and could go to, obviously, WWE or AEW. We don't know which way yet. So she could be going somewhere. The other thing as well is that NXT has announced the women's bracket for the tournament, the Women's Dusty Classic, and there are 3 new signees, one of which is Priscilla Kelly, which has generated a little bit of buzz. Eleanor Black and Lacey Ryan are the other 2. So those are the 3 that have signed. Do I have the graphic? I should have got the graphic, shouldn't I? Sorted, really. I have it on my phone, but I don't know that I've got it anywhere else. Let me have a look. If I can find the image, the bracket. I've got to be honest, I prioritised the Bernie. I did prioritise the Bernie, and I think that's understandable. Women's Dusty Classic. There she is. There she is. There's that bracket. Right, let me save this, and then I will show you the bracket for those that haven't seen it yet. I'm sure Taya would want to join her husband. Yes, you would think that she would. I would imagine AEW would send her a pretty juicy offer, though, in all fairness. Here is... There we go. There is the bracket. So, we have got... It's smaller than the guys. I think this is what the men's bracket usually looks like. But this is a reduced one for the women. So, we've got Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell against Gigi Doolin. Who's Gigi Doolin? That's one of the newcomers. They've renamed them. Gigi Dooley. Oh, what a name. Hang on, let me find out who that is. I did not know that this was going to take so much research. Well, I didn't expect to have a new wrestler called Gigi. Here we go. Dusty, Classic, blah, 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 blah. Which one is Gigi Dooley? Gigi Dooley. No. Oh my God, WWE tweet a lot. Here we go. So, Gigi Dooley is Priscilla Kelly. So, Gigi Dooley and Cora Jade, that's Eleanor Black. So, Priscilla Kelly and Eleanor Black, are they really going to get past Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell? I don't think they are they? I can see Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell winning that. So, I think Gigi is going out. I think Gigi and Cora are going out in the first round. So, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Then we've got Shotzi Blackheart and, can I just say as well, before I do move on, they could have any name in the world, and they've gone for Gigi Doolin and Cora J. I mean, honestly, what are these names? Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell against Gigi Doolin and Cora Jade. I'm going to say Candice and Indy go forward on that. Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon against Marina Shafir and Zoe Stark. Who's Zoe Stark? Zoe Stark is Lacey Ryan. It's got to be Shotzi and Ember, hasn't it? So it's going to be Candice and Indy against Shotzi and Ember. And then on the other side, it's going to be Mercedes Martinez, Toni Storm, great team against Kacy Catanzaro, Kayden Carter. I can see that being Toni and Mercedes. Aaliyah and Jessie against Dakota Kai and Raquel. I could see a little bit tricky on that one. Probably Dakota and Raquel. They're the biggest stars. And then who do you get in the final? I don't know. I could see it being Shotzi and Ember against Mercedes and Toni. I could go with that. Shotzi and Ember versus Mercedes and Toni. It could easily be Dakota and Raquel. Let me know in the chat, who do you think is winning this? Who do you think is winning this? Out of all of these teams, who do you think is winning this? I think that's a really tricky one to call. I honestly, I don't know. If I was going to put a little bet down, if I was going to have a little gamble, I don't know where I would put my money. I don't know. I kind of feel Mercedes and Toni. I do like them. Mercedes, experienced. Toni, just arrived but credible, coming from NXT UK. She's not a complete unknown. Yeah, I could see it being them. Brad says first round is pretty predictable. Dakota and Raquel. Candice and Indy. Ember Moon and Shotzi. Quinn81 says Dakota Kai and Gonzalez. Wow, we've got lots of different people coming through here. Basti, Candice and Indy, or Kacy and Kayden. Is Vince having flashbacks to the 1920s? What, with the name Gigi? Yeah. There's going to be a new wrestler called Betty. It's going to be a Betty and an Ethel. We'll have we are long overdue a wrestling Ethel. So, yeah, maybe he is. C Wrestling says they think they are all put together teams days. Let's enter. We could win. What, the Women's Dusty Rhodes Classic? Yep, in all fairness, we wouldn't. We wouldn't even win one if it was just the refs. Johnny Gargano and Austin for the guys, says Brendan. Wrestling Days fan, WWF, Dakota and Raquel. The Way are going to go all the way, says Nelson. Hello. Big Boy Dally says, what's your take on the 25,000 each night? We briefly touched on it at the start. I'm really surprised. It was C Wrestling that told me earlier in the UFC stream. Like, obviously that broke through today through WrestleVotes. So a very reliable source. So it's not like, well, I suppose it is rumor, but they are very reliable. So I do believe it. And yeah, I'm amazed. Honestly, I'm amazed. I didn't expect there to be that many people. I can't quite figure out how they're gonna do it. I'd imagine, as I said earlier, they will space them out. They're gonna have to. There's gonna have to be a degree of social distancing. But how do you do that around the ringside area? You would think they would want the first few rows to be fairly well packed. Not like everyone next to each other, but like maybe just a couple of seats in between. But can you do that? I don't know. I don't know the rules. I doubt they do, to be perfectly honest, right now. Because who knows how the pandemic's going to be at that time. I mean, I seem to remember we didn't know until quite close to WrestleMania that it was going to get moved to the Performance Center and all of that kind of stuff. We just didn't know what was happening. So, yeah. I'll have to wait and see. But they want to get up to 25,000, so it might not be 25,000, but that's what they're looking for. Days, what about Bayley being at NXT? Yeah, it's quite exciting. I don't know what it means, but Bayley will obviously bring a little bit of star power, and they probably should do that. Just rely on the main roster a bit, just to boost a bit of interest. I would like to think that they would find a good way of using Bayley. And not just, do you know what I mean? Not just throwing her out there or you know, just having her in the crowd or something. You'd kind of hope there would be something to it. Just even if she was like, came down because she wanted to meet someone. You know, have Bayley come down to NXT into the ring, play her music, have Bayley come to the ring. And she could be like, you don't know why I'm here. I've seen the buzz on social media. Well, you know, let me give you the answers that you're looking for. I have got to meet a certain someone here. Someone has caught my eye, and I have got to meet them and speak with them because I think they're the next big thing. Or something like that, and then bring out, I don't know, Raquel Gonzalez or whoever. And it's just a little bit of
Luke's
a rub.
World is a legend. They
Simple.
donated £1.99 via a super chat. Days I used to work with some who knew Val.
Oh, really? That's cool. Shout out to you, Luke's World. I used to work in Milton Keynes. I was only there for about 8 months, 10 months, something along those lines. And there was a wrestling. There was not Milton Keynes is really weird. If you're not from the UK, you might not know what it is. It's a city that was built, I think, in the 60s. And it was built because London was getting so big, they needed a new place for people to live. So a little further out of London, they built this city, which is like for the overspill of like Londoners. And so everything's like, it's in the middle of nowhere. You've got the town centre and really not a great deal around it. Obviously, there's housing estates and, you know, it's fairly nice. It's very concrete. It's very 60s. But I worked there and... yeah, it was really strange because there was a wrestling pub. Well, it wasn't really a wrestling pub, but on big nights they would show the wrestling shows, and they brought Val in as like a host, and they brought her in, and I can't remember who else it was. They brought someone else in as well. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm starting to question whether What Culture might have been involved in it, because I think they did a show in Milton Keynes, so they may have even been connected with this night. And they could have put a night on at like a pub and brought over some stars and whatever. I never went to it because I was working. I was quite tempted to go. It was I mean, it was probably around 2013, something like that. So yeah, long time ago. But yeah, she was advertised for that. So yeah, that's my little brief Val story. But she was in Milton Keynes. And as I said, I think some of those What Culture shows were done there. I think like their World Cup. It's kind of crazy if you go back and look at some of those What Culture cards now. You know, the stars and where they've gone on and what they've gone on to achieve. Do you know what I mean? There's like names which they had a buzz about them, but I mean like Osprey and people like that now that have really gone on to be like, you know, massive names in the industry. So yeah, kind of a shame that they're not still doing that. It was kind of cool. What Culture? Yep. How do you watch AEW? I have got it through Fight TV. It's $4.99, but you get to watch it live. Days, what do you think the match of the night will be? I would guess the Fight Pit. I really like the Fight Pit. I like the last one, so I'm looking forward to this one. Please do not spam in the chat. It is surprising that Marina is not paired with Duke. That is true. Yeah, I don't know where Jessamine Duke is because she's not in this at all. So I agree with you there. It is a surprise. Perhaps she's got a little injury, or perhaps she's, I don't know. You can't be self-isolating because normally you self-isolate for a few weeks. So can't quite figure that one out. Luke's World, MK11. I've been there a lot with Simon Miller. What's Milton Keynes?
Luke's World is a legend. They donated £1.99 via a super chat. MK11, I've been there a lot, Simon Miller.
Very cool. Patrick O'Neill, shout out to you. I'll let her read that out. Whilst I read this from Wrestling Days fan. WWE uploaded a video on YouTube where Brock and Bray go face-to-face at the Rumble in 2016. Okay. Chalmers says, is Shafir on the cards? She is in the tournament, yes. She is in the tournament. She is in... I can't remember who her partner was. It's like a newcomer.
They donated £2 via a super chat. Days, I just want to say thank you for all our streams.
No worries, dude. Thank you for the kind words. I'm feeling pretty good, considering we did like 6.5 hour stream earlier, and this is going to be 3 hours. I'm feeling all right. But I should imagine that by the time the end of this stream comes, I'll be like, oh, right, see you later, guys, bye. Do you want to try and do... Resting Days fan says Days didn't understand my comment. Yeah, I do, but... you know, they could have put that up just to get people talking like what you're doing and create a buzz. But I don't know if I really read into the fact that that is now definitely going to happen. Or, do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think they upload loads of things onto the... I mean, honestly, if you go to the YouTube channel, it's just flipping about 5 videos an hour. So, could be significant. It's worth mentioning. But, I don't know. I don't know if that's an indicator of like, wow, yeah, definitely that is the way they're going to go. I don't know. Aidan Burke says maybe they'll bring Bayley out for a Ding Dong Hello segment. That would be great, actually. That would be great. That's the kind of thing that we were just talking about. If she came out and did a little chat, did a little something. Because you've got the mystery of what is she going to say? What is she going to say? What is she going to do? And even if it turns out to not be that exciting, it's still going to create a buzz and get the viewers and whatever. And also, if you do use it to just put someone over, do you know what I mean? That could be cool. You could have Bayley talking to Raquel Gonzalez and someone interrupts. And then that starts a feud for Raquel. Gives a reason for Bayley to be there. Kind of puts Raquel over as well because Bayley is so impressed with her that she wanted to meet her. And like just let her know in person that she thought, I don't know, the last woman standing match was incredible. Or, do you know what I mean? Something along those lines. So that would be cool. I don't know if they'll do that though. I think there's a really good chance you just don't see Bayley at all. I think there's a really good chance that she's... I'm kind of... I'll believe it when I see it when it comes to a lot of the social media stuff. The same with the Bayley thing as well. Like, she could be trolling. She could have... It could be an old picture. It could be that she's, you know, popped in to say hello or was visiting someone or anything. And she's took a picture and put it on social media and created a buzz. But there's, you know, nothing to guarantee to say that she'll be there. I hope she is. It'd be great if she was. You know, nice little buzz. What's she going to say? What's she going to do? But yeah, I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. What NXT new female signing excites you the most? I'm not familiar with the two of the three. Outside of Priscilla Kelly, I'm not too familiar with the others. I may have seen them on something if they've operated under a different name, but their names don't ring a bell. You know, I'm very honest in saying that I don't follow indie wrestling, so I'm not really the best person to sit here and kind of give you the background on them, because, well, I mean, my time is very much taken up with WWE, AEW, UFC, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Like, and also there just hasn't been indie wrestling, has there? Like, what have they done? What have they? I don't even know what shows have been going on. I don't think any have. I don't know if indie wrestling's been happening at all. So, yeah, I'm kind of out of it. Sometimes you hear a buzz about someone and then I would go to YouTube and kind of check it out or check them out. But there's obviously been, you know, no buzz around really anyone outside of like NXT UK or, I don't know, New Japan. I can't think of any companies that have been operating. So, yeah. MLW, I suppose they've kind of just come back. They're doing some... Oh, hang on. Actually, saying that, they're on right now. Probably missed them. I always forget about them. And that's really bad because every single time I've tuned in, I've really enjoyed it. MLW, I've been really enjoying. And I think they had a championship match. Oh, I should have a look, shouldn't I? Oh, stupid. I'm on Bing. I don't even know what Bing is. I don't want Bing. Hang on, YouTube. Oh, my fat fingers. My fat fingers smashing into the keys. I just want to watch some MLW. Yeah, I keep forgetting about it. That's so bad. I really do like it. Well, I mean, I can't really go overly praising it because I've not seen tons, but of what I've seen, I've enjoyed. Alicia Atout. There we go. Right, let's go down. Boom. Vidal Sessions shampoo and conditioner is good. It makes your hair so soft. Miss Clown 1, shout out to you. Jessamine Duke is not injured. She's working with Up, Up, Down, Down and didn't close her Twitch. Oh, what? So has she left? I've not heard that she's left. Jay White has got some buzz. Yeah, I mean, that is New Japan, though. I wouldn't really class that as an indie. It's pretty I mean, it's the biggest promotion in Japan. So I'm not sure that's an indie. When I talk of indies, it's more like Beyond Wrestling or Fight Club Pro or GCW. Is Pro Wrestling Guerrilla still going? I don't even know. I don't know. Actually, there's been a fair few promotions that have shut down as well in recent years, so I wouldn't even know what the state of indie wrestling was like at the moment. Well, not great, I can tell you that much. Dalton Castle just left Ring of Honor. Where is he heading? Priscilla Kelly is cool, but WWE will filter her too much. Eleanor Black is okay. She's no better than what WWE already have, and wasn't that good on AEW Dark. Never heard of Lacey Ryan. Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate you letting me know that. I'm not a regular viewer of AEW Dark, so I couldn't and wouldn't know that she had appeared on that. Days, are you watching Superstar Spectacle on Tuesday? I would like to, but where is it? Is it being shown on the network? If it is, then yes. Unless it clashes with Escape Pod, but I don't know. I would like to. I really would like to. As far as I know, though, it is India only. I think it's being shown on like their Sony channels or something. I've not seen it advertised anywhere else. Heather says, I've missed MLW as well. Yeah, I've got it on right now, but they're... Oh, Savio Vega. Caribbean strap match next week. What, with Savio Vega? Yeah, they're going to do a Savio Vega Caribbean strap match next week. I did not expect that. Wild. Is Matt Cardona permanently leaving AEW to go to Impact, or is he? I don't think he ever signed with AEW. Jake, I don't think he. I don't think that he was ever. I think he signed like a very short-term deal, but yeah, I think I don't know that they were that interested, which is a big surprise because Cody is like really good friends with him, and obviously, you know, he's been used on and off WWE TV. But I mean, I can only guess they looked at it and thought, we can't do anything. We can't use him as a main event talent, or I don't know. It's quite a surprise, I must admit. I could have seen him being in a tag team with Cody, and they could have done some tag team work or whatever. And I suppose there's a chance that he could always go into AEW and do something in the future. Perhaps they just didn't have anything for now, so... Jacob Fatu and ACH. PWG is still alive, I think, says Heather. Well, that's good news. I'm going to go all fights decision except for main event. I'm going to go round one Connor. Oh, a lot of excitement for that. A lot of excitement for that. Let me just take a moment to say... Hey, can I just take a moment as well to say ACH... Have we seen... Why do I recognize him? Why do I recognize ACH? Basti, shout out to you. I can see Basti has jumped into the MLW chat and he says, Days, are you there? Basti, I'm not gonna take over the MLW chat there. But yes, I am. Shout out to you, buddy. ACH, I really do recognize him, and I'm not sure why. ACH coming down to take on Jacob Fatu. Love Jacob Fatu. He looks awesome, man. And he would be great in WWE, as we said. I just think he's under a decent contract where he can't go to WWE. But surely they would be interested in him. Part of the Anoa'i family. Here's, and you can watch this for free, by the way, if you wanted to check in with this MLW World Championship match. Jacob Fatu, the MLW World Heavyweight Champion, making his way down to the ring. Going to be taking on ACH. Oh, it's Jordan Miles. Yes. 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 Okay. Don't take over the MLW chat. Shout out to everyone that's saying hello. That's really cool. Thank you. But could you imagine if we were sitting watching and there was like loads of people shouting out about someone else in there? It would get annoying. So shout out to everyone that's enjoying MLW. Stephen Anderson says Matt Cardona is a plant for an invasion angle. Oh, hello. That's a cool looking belt, isn't it? Contra. Yeah, we were talking about Saturday as well, weren't we? So we've got
Stephen Anderson is a legend. They donated $2 via a super chat. Matt Cardona is a plant for an invasion angle.
Very cool. Yeah, we've got what have we got? You can see that I've been streaming before. We've got UFC 257 on Saturday, and it is Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier in the main event. Massive stream, big weekend. I know you know that, but yeah, for anyone that didn't join us earlier, we've got that coming up this weekend. I had a little nap. I woke up just in time for NXT. Shout out to you, Sonny. XP Super 90, hope you are well. We've got, yeah, about 18 minutes, 17 minutes to go. WWE are crying out for Jacob Fatu. Yeah, man, he looks awesome. He looks so good. He's got a great size to him as well, Jacob Fatu. ACH in the corner. I love the fact that they've got their names. I do keep saying this because it does keep popping into my head whenever I see it. And that is, they really should put the colours of the ring attire next to the person's name, because it just says Fatu and ACH. But if you tune in for the first time, you wouldn't know who was who. If you've never seen these people before, you wouldn't know who was ACH or who was Jacob Fatu. I mean, I'm sure you would pick it up eventually, thanks to the commentators, but it's just a little thing that would help. ACH flips over. Nice drop kick by ACH. And Fatu goes to the outside. The Jordan Miles fiasco from NXT. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So I am going to still say it. But something in my head tells me that he may, I'm trying to cover myself here so I don't upset anyone. He may have apologized for what happened. He might have done that. Now, I am telling you this off the top of my head. Something is telling me that, yes, there was the fiasco about the t-shirt. And for those of you that don't know, they made a shirt and it did look racist. And as soon as they, it was pointed out, obviously it got pulled. I don't believe it was in. I can't believe that WWE intended to make a racist looking shirt. So I think it was just a really bad design. And one of those things that, it's just really regrettable, unfortunate, all of that kind of stuff. I can't believe for a second they intended and meant for it to be that way. And, rightfully, he was upset. I get that. I totally get that. But I think the problem was that he really went, quite far with it, saying that it was intended and he was being victimized and all of this kind of stuff. But the point is, I think he did come out and go, yeah, I did go too far with it, and I do apologize. I see now in the cold light of day or whatever. I'm having to say I think and maybe and all of these words because I am pulling all of that off the top of my head. But here he is as ACH, and he finds himself in there with Jacob Fatu. Up on the shoulders. Oh my God. Even something simple as a Samoan drop can look absolutely awesome. I mean, Jacob Fatu had him on the shoulders, and the way that he kind of spiked it back, he kind of delivered it going like this. That was awesome. Fatu is battering him. Oh, Anna says yes, he apologized. Okay, right, cool. I didn't want to be put in, like, this is such a sensitive subject. I did not want to be putting words in people's mouths, and, do you know what I mean? Maybe, possibly, he might have. I was having to use all those kind of words. So, okay, that's cool. That's cool. It was just a really, really awful, really unfortunate event, the whole thing. The whole thing. But that's cool. I wish... It's good to see that he's, you know, kind of bouncing back, if you will, in the main event here of MLW. What you gonna do when Days comes for you? Shout out to you, Big Fish, Little Fish. Hope you are well. Sounded like part of the song, didn't it? Big Fish, Little Fish. Hope you are well. Jason P says, good evening. Good evening. We've got 14 minutes to go. Fred says, my nephew is due on February 22nd. I'm so excited for my sister Ellie. Shout out to you. Days, what's your thoughts on Tama Tonga saying that he and the Bullet Club from Japan are open for business with Triple H and Vince? Of course they are. Of course they are. Of course they are. They've always been open for business with the WWE. Are you telling me that if Vince was to say, look, you guys can stay under contract with New Japan, but we're just going to bring you in for a little bit, that they would ever turn that down? The exposure, the worldwide exposure that comes with working with WWE is incredible. So it's a massive deal. Of course they would. The boost to their brand would be awesome. They would still be booked really well in New Japan. I'm guessing that they would want a few guarantees that they wouldn't be buried and completely butchered creatively if they agreed to go to WWE, but of course they would. So, yeah, I can't say I'm too surprised at that. That reminds me a little bit of, I can remember, I think Cody or someone saying, if we could get Roman, then we would take him in a flash. And there was a few people that were legit surprised. Like, AEW would take Roman Reigns. It's like, of course they would. The guy looks like a killer. He looks like an absolute killer. You can creatively use him however you want. Even if you don't agree with the way he's been booked. There's no denying the talent that's there and the way that he looks. There's not too many people that look like Roman. Right, ACH is down in the corner. I've kind of enjoyed this match, by the way. I know I've not really been paying it too much attention, but I don't want to get too stuck in because I know not everyone's going to be watching MLW. But it's been good. ACH in the corner. Fatu, look at all the gesturing. Collides into the corner. ACH moves out the way. He very much reminds me of a head shrinker. Even like the ring attire reminds me of the head shrinkers. Collapses down. Both guys are down. Alex says, I'm definitely getting a teach-in today, Heather. Thank you. I still don't really get why they would want to do it. At least they don't trademark the too sweet. Hey, that too sweet gesture, that's a really interesting topic of conversation. Apparently it expired in 2017. The thing for it, and AEW have taken the trademark, which is why they were able to do it. Yeah, apparently that trademark is now owned by AEW. Lovely basement dropkick there.
Is a legend. They donated £1.99 via a super chat. Thoughts on Jay White to WWE? I want it to happen.
Yeah, that could be a lot of fun. Massive talent. Big star. That would be great. I would be really down for Jay White coming in, but you would hope that they would use him well. I think you've got to take a lot of encouragement with the booking of SmackDown. I think like the fact they did turn Roman heel, and the fact that they are investing so much time into this Roman storyline, and the fact that they are seemingly pulling the trigger on Nakamura. Like SmackDown seems to be doing some really, really good stuff. So if Jay White comes in, I hope he goes there. He'll probably go to NXT in all fairness. Because, of course, that's where Balor went. That's where Nakamura went first. So they'd probably put him there. But, yeah, I mean, like, I think it'd be great to just go straight to SmackDown. I do think part of the problem is that when people spend a long time in NXT and then they get called up, you've kind of already seen them. They kind of come in and you have to watch them start all over again. Do you know what I mean? Like NXT, it's not developmental really, because we watch it every week on network TV, and so we're kind of used to seeing all these people. I mean, like, I don't know why they have to start all over again when they come up. So it'd be kind of cool if Jay White just went straight to SmackDown. I love the fact that AJ Styles just went straight to that main roster. That way we could watch him just in big matches right at the start. Fatu, look at this. That's Samoan drop. Jacob Fatu's Samoan drop is one of the best freaking moves. Ah, beautiful moonsault. And his moonsault. 2, 3. Jacob Fatu wins. Nasty Samoan drop. Followed with a beautiful moonsault, and that is another victory for Jacob Fatu. It wasn't that long ago that we saw him beat Davey Boy Smith Jr., and now he's just picked up a really impressive win against ACH. That's great. I hope they've got something really, really big planned for him. I don't know who it could be. I don't know. I like the history. I don't know if he's fought Hammerstone. But Hammerstone's a pretty big name. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Look, Brad Blackwell in the MLW chat says, Hammerstone is coming for you, Fatu. That would be sick, man. Hammerstone versus Jacob Fatu. Joseph says, no one stops Contra. It's good, man. It's good. Days, imagine Bullet Club versus Undisputed Era. Be cool. ACH, I don't think he will. As he said, he apologized for all of that. And, I mean, it was unfortunate anyway, so. Devaria's, oh, hello. Fatu's been attacked. Okay, I don't really recognize these people. I think the rest of Contra came out and just chased them away. Right, how long have we got? We got about 7 minutes, 6 minutes. Earning their badges. Jay White won't leave. They are using this as a story, says LSW. Well, there we go. That was MLW. At least we got to see the championship match, so that was cool. So, totally down for that. They can print Too Sweet on merch, but obviously no Bullet Club merch. Yes. New Japan has a stranglehold on that. Jacob Fatu from the Cruiserweight Classic. Huh? The Cruiserweight Classic that had Gran Metalik and all of them in. He wasn't in that. Oh, I don't remember him being in that. Heather says, thank you, Daniel Bryan. I wonder if the loser of the Fight Pit will be called up, says Wrestling Days fan. Well, I don't think so. The next two are meant to be Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, aren't they? And we're still waiting for those. I mean, I wonder if they're going to be for after the Royal Rumble. Perhaps they'll go into the Rumble and they'll start some feuds. Sometimes the Rumble, not only do you get the winner, but you do get some feuds that kind of come out of it as well. James Chadwick says, MLW is great. The Ritmus, shout out to you. Hope you are well. Okay, 5 minutes to go. If you are just joining us, then let me just give you a quick update as to what we're going to see tonight on AEW. We've got Cody taking on Peter Avalon. We've got Santana and Ortiz taking on Jericho and MJF, taking on Sammy and Hager. Of course, they're trying to establish who is the real tag team in the Inner Circle. We've got legit Layla Hirsch taking on Penelope Ford. We've got Sting congratulating Darby Allin. We've got Hangman and the Dark Order taking on TH2 and Chaos Project. And we've also got Miro and his new butler, Chuck Taylor. As well as that, it is -1's birthday celebration as well. Over on NXT, we've got Tommaso Ciampa against Timothy Thatcher in the Fight Pit. We've got Kushida and Leon Ruff taking on Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. We've got Kacy Catanzaro and Kayden Carter taking on Toni Storm and Mercedes Martinez. And we've got the Lucha House Party taking on Imperium. For me, the big match tonight, by a mile, is that Fight Pit match. That is the big contest tonight. Woodrow says, Days, I just got finished watching MLW. Can't wait for NXT and AEW tonight. Yeah, we kind of forgot about MLW, but we did jump in for the main event. I really enjoyed that main event. And Jacob Fatu's Samoan drops are a thing of beauty. That is a fact. Do you think the Authors of Pain might go to AEW? Where the flip are the Authors of Pain? Where are they? Where are Akam and Razor? Because they... Where are they? Did they get let go? They were great, man. I loved the Authors of Pain. I thought they had a great look. Do you know what? I haven't thought about them for months. Months and months and months. I don't know where they go, but there's plenty of places that will have them. AEW would surely have them. MLW would definitely have them. Impact would have them. I can't believe that WWE can't find something for them. Yeah, that's crazy. They got released. They were freed. Okay. I can't remember everyone that was released, but there was like 30 names, weren't there, in, was it April time? When people were furloughed and Sarah Logan was released. I'm guessing it was at that time. Yeah, I haven't thought about them in months. So, where are they? Why haven't they turned up anywhere? Why has no one took them? They were a legit tag team. They are nowhere right now. Oh, that is crazy, isn't it? Yeah, crazy. I thought they had a great look. I thought they were a great... they could do some good stuff. I mean, I don't want to make out that they were an incredible team. I mean, I do think that match-wise was fine. If you put them in there against, like, an FTR, you'd get, like, a really great match. But, you know, you put them in there against, I don't know, Chaos Project, and it might be a bit of a car crash. So it depended who they were facing. I don't know that they were a team that could generate 5-star matches like an FTR or a DIY or an American Alpha, but they certainly could play their part in a 5-star match. So I don't get it. I don't know where they are. AOP got released on their own, I think. Could you imagine AOP rocking up to the NWA? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I tell you, that if they're out there not doing anything, I mean, surely they would take a job over not taking a job. So maybe NWA is an option for when it gets going. What about the Ascension as well? You booked the Ascension well. I think that when NWA shut down, we were meant to get the Crockett Cup, which was a tag team tournament. It's kind of like the Dusty Rhodes Classic, but, you know, this one's been going since the 80s. And we were meant to get this tag team tournament. I think Ascension were meant to be a part of that, or could have been a part of that, because there were some big teases of, like, some teams that were going to be in it. And I've got a feeling Ascension were going to be one. And then, of course, it all fell apart. And do you know what I mean? If you look back at that NWA roster now, it had Colt Cabana, James Storm, Thunder Rosa, obviously Nick Aldis, Ricky Starks, Eddie Kingston. We were watching some. We knew that we were watching some special stuff, but I mean, we've only been proven right by how successful they've all gone on to be. And I'm really pleased for them all, but disappointed for NWA as well. But they'll be all right. Right, we are up and running, my friends. Things are happening. Let's try and set up some timers and whatever. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Manu won earlier as well. I don't know if James Chadwick's still with us, but I know he sent me through that we had won. I did I kept up to date with it on the BBC website as well. I don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, what's new? I'm going to put the clock over here. Right, are we starting with Negative One's birthday? Dark Order are out. So, yeah, it looks like we're starting with Negative One's birthday. Are we starting with the Fight Pit? Are we starting with the Fight Pit on NXT? Oh, no, not yet. Right, okay, so we've got Kushida. I was going to say, they can't be starting with that. Surely not. Where? I can't figure out where it is. It's kind of over at the side. Right. Kushida and Ruff versus Gargano and Theory. I mean, I'm guessing Gargano and Theory are winning this, which is heartbreaking. Because I love Kushida, and I can't figure out what they're doing with him. Okay, Dark Order. The Dark Order is about to get a new recruit. Adam Page. Happy birthday, Negative One. Can't wait for the Fight Pit. So we've got a birthday cake. Beth is actually there now on commentary. Okay, so they're singing happy birthday to Negative One. We've got the Way have made their way down to the ring on NXT as well. Beth is back. Yes, Beth is live in the Capitol Wrestling Center. Right, Ruff is going to be starting us out with Austin Theory. Okay, here comes Chaos Project have come out. Serpentico is here, guys. Serpentico. Why, hello, Serpentico. Is -1 going to do something to Serpentico or Luther? Alistair Black is definitely going to be a surprise for the Rumble, says Big Fish, Little Fish. A lot of excitement for Beth being back. Poor NWA is decimated. I know. Leon Ruff on the shoulders of Austin Theory. Goes for a drop kick. Oh. Lovely work by Leon Ruff. They've got such talent. Austin Theory and Leon Ruff. Really exciting talent. Okay, working on... lovely tag team work there. Working on Theory. Kushida and Leon Ruff. Beth Phoenix is back. Yes. Days. When will the prediction games results be out? Tomorrow at some point. Hangman's music hits. Here's Hangman Page. That was cool. That was really cool. That didn't... That was really cool, actually. Hangman just absolutely flew. The way he hurled off the stage there, Hangman. I know that multi-person spots where they catch him gets criticised, but that didn't feel that way. Like, it didn't feel like that spot was set up for that. That was done really well. That was really good. Okay, we're underway with our first match on AEW, so it is Hangman and Dark Order versus TH2 and Chaos Project. Boom. Can't wait for the main event. Yeah, man, that's Fight Pit match is going to be sick. Sick. Right, we are up and running with these two matches. So my attention is probably going to be on NXT. I think it means a little more because it's part of the Dusty Classic, and really do love all four guys in this match. So talented. You've got the experience of Johnny and Kushida. And obviously you've got Leon Ruff and Austin Theory as kind of like that next generation, if you will. Stomped by Austin Theory on the arm of Kushida. Going for a Kimura there. Kushida stopping it. Double wrist lock by Austin Theory. And Kushida drives Theory back into the corner. Johnny comes in. Lovely elbow by Johnny. Against the ropes goes Kushida. Double back elbow. Some good tag team work, by the way. I think the women's tag team belts are the worst ever, says Big Fish, Little Fish. Michael says, my question was, how's Mama Days doing and how are you doing so far tonight? I'm doing good, yeah. Mama Days is fine. Yeah, all good. Everything's fine. I mean, obviously, can't really go anywhere. You can't really do anything. We're in lockdown till the middle of Feb, and it could even be extended. Very hopeful this is the last lockdown that we have to go through, but it doesn't really affect too much for me. I don't really go anywhere anyway, so yeah, obviously a bit of a crazy day because of the UFC stream earlier, but a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. And of course, in the news, there's loads of news, and obviously where you've got loads of big news, then you get like some fun things like the Bernie meme that's doing the rounds, which I really enjoyed. And yeah, so it's been one of them days, man. It's been like a really big, noteworthy day. It's been good. It's been good. Big brawl. over on AEW. Oh, I love that. Love that from Leon Ruff, where he kind of kips up and then delivers a little enziguri to Austin Theory. Face first into the corner goes Theory. I want -1 to clock either Luther or Serpentico. 1, 2. Oh, kick out by Leon Ruff. Over the top. Lovely work by Silver. Great work by Silver, as always. Silver charging over. Serpentico and Luther move out the way. Reynolds comes crashing down on him. Colt Cabana outside the ring. And we are at commercial break for NXT. I can see -1 on the entrance stage, so I can't see him getting involved. Hangman Page is certainly getting involved, though. Have you seen the Lady Gaga Star Wars inspired dress and her Hunger Games inspired dress? I don't know, I haven't. In all fairness, I haven't seen the new Star Wars film, so I don't know if I'd get the reference, and I've never seen the Hunger Games, so I definitely wouldn't get that reference. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Serpentico kicks out. It was a cover by Colt Cabana. Storyteller Wes, shout out to you. Colin Campbell says days have noticed entrances are different on Raw and SmackDown. Yes, apparently they're 8K cameras. So they're using 8K now. 8K cameras where you get like really high definition of the superstar and the whole background is like blurry as they come down. I think it looks really cool. I would love to see it. I look at it and I think, could you imagine that on like a VR headset? That's what I always think. Or could you imagine if you put 3D glasses on it? I kind of get the feeling that it should be in 3D. I kind of get the feeling that they should kind of pop out a bit more than what they do. It's got a little bit of like a 3DS vibe. Where like the background's blurry and because they're focused, it really gives it like some depth. It's good. I do like it. -1 with a kendo. Luther goes into the cake. Well, that's ruined. He said he was going to ruin the birthday, and he's done exactly that. He's gone face first into -1 cake. Nice enziguri into a stunner. Buckshot lariat. Look at all this. Look at that sequence. Great sequence on AEW. That was great. Luther's like, no! Luther can't believe it. What's the problem, dude? You got a whole cake to yourself now. That finish was awesome. The end of that match was insane. I'm not really into Luther going face first into a cake, but I'm not bothered by it. But I'm on about the finish to that match. The buckshot lariat into like a German into a rollover for the pin. That's cool. Why has a bit of cake paralyzed Luther? Perhaps he can't do dairy or something like that. I don't know. Or perhaps it's such a delicious cake. He can't bring himself to leave. -1 wallops Serpentico with the kendo. -1 has got some papers. And he hurls the papers at Serpentico. And there's... yeah, that's cool. So, Brody's family at ringside. Right. Oh, man. Enziguri by Leon Ruff. I said I was really into this NXT match, and then I've proceeded to not watch it. Leon Ruff tried to make the tag to Kushida. Gargano pulled Kushida off the edge of the ring. Austin Theory backing into the corner. Gargano gets tagged in. Ooh, look at that swinging net breaker. A back breaker into a net breaker. Everything got broken on Leon Ruff. I'll tell you what AEW does really well. He said yes. So they've asked him if he'll join the Dark Order. He's still undecided. I don't think he's going to do it. I don't think Adam's going to join. I do think that AEW has got heart. Do you know what I mean? That's a good story. That's fun. It's a good story, man. And I really like that. I really like how he said yes. And there was the people coming out to celebrate. And they're like, no, go back, go back, go back. They had the celebration all prepared already. And he wasn't going to commit to it. That was good. I think they do comedy. Not well all the time. But they do it. They do get it right sometimes. And I think it's got great heart. I mean, you do watch the negative one stuff and you're like, that's cool. I don't like, there's nothing bad you can say about it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's cool. You don't get that kind of heart on NXT, for example. Kushida going for an armbar. Johnny Gargano makes the save. What you do get, though, is an incredible match, and that's exactly what this is. Whenever I've been giving it the attention that it deserves, it's been so fast-paced. Duck underneath by Kushida. Big forearm strike by Kushida. Oh, step up in Zaguri by Johnny Gargano. In comes Austin Theory. He's looking to put Kushida... Shoulder breaker. Super kick. 1, 2. Oh, kick out. How long is this? This match is nearly 20 minutes long, man. This rocks. Silver and Reynolds always do that combo with the German being the final move. I love that combo, says Daniel. John says that was amusing. Silver is hilarious. Yeah, I do like Silver. I am on board the Silver train. Leon Ruff goes up top, comes crashing to the outside. Kushida roll up by Johnny. 1, 2. Kick out by Kushida. Oh, beautiful kick. Johnny going up. Hip toss. Kushida flips over into a drop kick. Big strike by Kushida. What a match. Oh, bridges. 1, 2, 3. Kushida and Ruff have won. Kushida and Ruff beaten Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory in a really, really great match. Wow. That's a shock. They're going to face grizzled young veterans next. MSK are going to be taking on Drake Maverick and Killian Dane. Those guys qualified on 205 Live. That's really cool, man. Kushida wins. Butterspark says, wow! That match, 10 out of 10 says today. It's really good, wasn't it? I did not give it the credit it deserved, but I think both shows had some really interesting stuff going on at the same time. All right, I'm Pete Dunne. Are we building towards Pete Dunne, Finn Balor? Because I am definitely here for that. A lot of people want to face the champ. Get in line. Man. That fight. Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne deserves to win that. This is a really good promo. The way that was put together, I wonder if that was in one take or if it was kind of slightly edited. Could have been in one take. Finn versus Pete at TakeOver. That'll be awesome. Kushida, Johnny, and Finn versus Pete. That would be so good. That was a really good video package. I tell you what, we are just over 20 minutes in, and both shows are really impressing me tonight. I'm really enjoying both shows. An incredible match. Well, really on both. I mean, I would say the NXT match was better, but I love the ending, and I love the story that AEW are telling, and I love the comedy that they brought into it. So, yeah, really good, man. Really good. I love Dunn, but Cross should be Balor's next challenger. Okay. Right, Toni is in the ring right now. So does that mean we're getting Sting and Darby? Because they're talking about Darby. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Sting and Darby Allin. Keeping the good times going here on Wednesday night. God, we are so fortunate. When Wednesday night is cooking, when Wednesday night is bubbling, we go from an incredible match on NXT, some good humor on AEW. Now we're going into a Sting appearance. And I know we see him every week. And I know that people are saying that it's overkill. And I get all that. I do understand. But who knows where this is going to lead. He's got the Brody Lee shirt on. So Sting is in the ring. Right, Darby Allin. Getting his intro. Sting really needs to do something tonight. Okay, so Darby has come out. That belt does look better on a black strap. It's cool how Sting came out first. So Sting came out first, and it really makes Darby feel equal. Do you know what I mean? Sting out first, waiting for Darby, and then the champ comes out. Little detail like that I do like. I do appreciate. Big chance for Darby. So Sting wants to say something to Darby. I am your father. I think you're a phenomenal wrestler. So Sting says that he wants to congratulate him. Okay, Team Taz interfering, telling him to shut up. Okay, so Taz interrupts Sting. Sting is the baby daddy. Okay. Is that Michael Bivin? Okay. Karrion Kross coming out on NXT. Karrion Kross next. Where's WrestleMania this year? It's at Raymond James Stadium, which is where it was meant to be last year. I actually don't know who Karrion Kross is facing, do I? I didn't see that announced. Yeah, Kross. Days, Adam Rotella gave you props, saying you're the best at what you do. Shout out to Mr. Rotella. I hope he is well. It's very kind of him. What is she wearing? It looks like she's... What is she wearing? She's got some mental headgear on. I mean, that is quite the outfit, isn't it? It's like a full PVC... It's like Catwoman. She loves it, doesn't she? She loves it. She loves mouthing along to that. I know people are into it and it's cool, but I do find watching her like going like this all around and everything. I do feel like going, well done. It's quite the performance to put on before you're about to do a wrestling match. There's been a few people asking when is she going to compete because she can wrestle. I don't know. She's too busy doing interpretive dance. Right, who is this guy that is facing? Adonis, is it? There we go. 1987 Big Fan says the entrance is too theatrical for my taste. I don't mind it. I mean, it definitely makes him feel like a big deal. I don't mind her dancing around whatever because she ain't got to do anything in the match, and he just stands there looking mean and moody. Do you know what I mean? So it's all right. It's just quite the performance. Cross in the corner. Charging over. Forearm strike to the back of the head. Rolls over Adonis. This looks like it's going to be it. 2, 3. Yeah, that is it. And that's it. Boom. What is she wearing? It's wild, isn't it? She looks a bit like, you know, when you get in like motion sensor in a film, and they've got like the spots on you, and you move, and it captures you on like a. She looks like she's doing something for a film. Well, there we go. Just coming back from commercial break on AEW. Crosswinds. The ring entrance was better than the match, says John. He's gone back for a little bit of more. Hey, there's Thunder. Thunder against Dr. Britt Baker. That is going to be awesome. Is that next week? Or in 2 weeks? Thunder Rosa, man. Big fan. And Britt Baker. I like Britt Baker. I like them both. We got the Young Bucks. We've got is it MSK? The Rascals. Okay, they're doing pretty good Borat impressions. That was great. Really good performance from these guys. Yeah, they're good. I like that. They've got, man, NXT has got some talent, hasn't it? Kushida, Johnny Gargano, Leon Ruff, Austin Theory, Karrion Kross, MSK. It's just dripping. And all of them people are people we've seen today on the show in the first half an hour. Young Bucks is better. Yeah, there's a painting of Don Callis and Kenny Omega up on the wall. Are we in? Is this their office or something? I didn't catch where we are. I thought Nash was impressive, Cameron Grimes. MSK are extremely impressive, especially Wesley. He really caught my eye, says Brony. Up next, Lucha House Party against Imperium. So we are moving on. Young Bucks have been told that Kenny was unable to attend this interaction with them. This is kind of cool. It's showing that there's a bit of a wedge between Kenny and the Bucks. Don Callis says, look, you're always welcome to come here and be here with us. You can come for dinner. He calls himself family, and he calls the Young Bucks old friends. Him and 7 buddies of his duct tape. Okay, we definitely should always pre-read William Hensey comments. Springsteen is sounding like Neil Young. Is there more inauguration? I can't even say it. Inauguration stuff going on. The Young Bucks book was excellent, says David Paul. Is there some kind of big concert going on? I don't know. I heard that the new Radicals played earlier, and I still haven't seen it. I was so excited during the UFC stream. I was waiting for the New Radicals. I was told it was going to be at 3 o'clock. Oh, let's not get into it. So Don's like trying to buy out the friendship. Yes, more inauguration. Okay, cool. We're still at commercial break for NXT. We're about 25 minutes from the halfway point. Both shows have been really good so far. This is not a bad little segment. It's kind of pushing the story along a little bit, you know, so it's got a purpose. The new president took office, and there is a concert of celebration tonight. Oh. I had no idea what was happening today. I had no idea about the order of events. I knew that about earlier there being the sworn-in thing, but I didn't realise there was like a concert tonight. Okay, here comes Peter Avalon. So that means that we're moving on to the Cody match. Pretty Peter. He's not got a bad record. 4-4-2. Are the librarians done now? There's no more, or is it just Lever Bates that's one of the librarians? Kind of into Pretty Peter. He's kind of got a bit of a ravishing Rick Rude vibe on going, hasn't he? Cody is here. Yep, Cody is making his way out. We've just got a little advert on NXT for WWE Shop. I think both shows will have lower numbers because of tonight's inauguration. Yes, I think you're right. I didn't realise there was something on. I really didn't. Trump said he's going to go to England to live because we hate him in the States. Monica, shout out to you. Des, you're waiting on rascals like Bernie is wanting to cash in. That's good, man. That was such a funny picture. Here's Cody, and Arn is back as well. And Pretty Peter is very upset. Right, what have we got now? It's a fun shot. I like that. Oh, Imperium. Dun, 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 dun. It's great entrance music in it. Dun, 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 dun. Imperium. Imperium. Yes. Where is Cody's old theme? Well, if it's his WWE one, he wouldn't have the rights to that. What's happening? Oh, here she is. That's, is it Jade Cargill? Is she going to bring Shaq? She keeps banging on about Shaq. Or is she just going to stand and watch? Oh, low blow by Pretty Peter. Low blow by Pretty Peter. Cody goes down. Come on, Pretty Pete. Come on, PP. Stomping away on the leg. Chop block. Right, we're underway with Lucha House Party against Imperium. Imperium better not lose to the Lucha House Boar, says Austin316. Lucha House Party got a jobber entrance. Even on NXT. Even on NXT. You can't even get an entrance. They've just got no heat or momentum or anything, have they? Nice takedown. Cody getting back into the match on AEW. That has existed for a while. I've got no idea what the Bucks are doing. I think Lucha House Party are in NXT to put over younger talent, which is pretty cool, considering they're not really doing anything on the main roster, says Brony. Big superplex! Big superplex by Pretty Pete. That was huge. That took some out of Pretty Peter. Even he's like moving quite gingerly. That was big, and Cody rolls to the outside. It was a massive superplex. Lucha House Party, nice head scissor takedown. Cody goes out the ring. He grabs Pretty Peter into the railing. Big forearm strikes coming in. Lucha House thing is, they teased Sting and Darby versus Team Taz in a street fight. Okay, thank you. I missed that. Big strikes by Peter. Suplex going for the cover. Nope. Less than 20 minutes till the halftime scores. Days, they are heavily building Balor versus Dunn. I think they do Balor versus Dunn at TakeOver and save Balor versus Cross for WrestleMania 37. Ooh. That's a good shout. I could see it being on that. In my experience, any type of festival setting where there are multiple bands, they are never on time. Who's playing at this thing? Who's the big act? So, I mean, Springsteen's there, so that's cool. Into the corner. Back elbow by Grand Metalik. Face first. Goes Eichner. In comes Lindsay. Pretty Peter in control on AEW. Grand Metalik with a big boot. It's all Lucha House Party right now. Against the ropes. Suicide dive. Gets caught. Into the edge of the ring. Scooped up by Eichner. Slammed down on the outside. Pretty Peter's got a single leg Boston Crab. Imperium starting to fight back. Days, who won Sting or the other guy? I forget his name. There was no match. It was Sting and Darby Allin, but they're friends. So yeah, there wasn't a match. But Garth Brooks. He went out in the crowd and gave hugs with no mask. Idiot. Yeah, have they announced who else is on that festival thing? That sounds interesting. We've got an advert for the Royal Rumble. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Springsteen, Foo Fighters, Garth Brooks, and J-Lo. Not really to my taste. I don't mind Springsteen. Foo Fighters... I like a few of their songs. Garth Brooks, don't know any of his songs. J-Lo, she did a really good halftime show with Shakira. That was awesome, actually. That was really good. Big clothesline by Pretty Peter. Should have had Stevie Wonder. Should have had Bob Dylan. Should have got Led Zeppelin back together again. They'd have done it if you'd have asked them. That would have been cool. should have had Cardi B. Doing WEP. WAP, or whatever it is. Wi-Fi, I don't know. Peter is kicked to the back now. NXT at commercial break. Cody. There's a big Cody chant breaking out on AEW. Peter Avalon going up top. Goes for a moonsault. No one home. Makes no sense why they're doing this. John Bon Jovi is there. Is the Fight Pit the main event? I think so. Trinity's World and Adventures. I can see Brock willing to have a match. We'll have to see. Days, have you been low blowed before? Probably at school. Trying to think. I can't remember, to be honest. There's not I can't remember. No. Into the ring goes Cody. We were on the outside there. I wondered what they were doing. Against the ropes, Cody. Oh, wow. Beautiful cutter. Cody with a cutter. I mean, he didn't really get all of it, but the way he sprung up and into it. It could have been executed a bit better, but the way that he got into it was cool. Scoop slam. Cody getting back into control of the match over on NXT. We're just coming back from commercial break, so we got just over 10 minutes to go. Nice takedown. Roll through, looking for a figure four. Figure four by Cody. Imperium in control on NXT. We got a figure four by Cody in the middle of the ring. Reversed. The pressure being reversed by Avalon. So Cody's going to have to try and get out of this or try and reverse it again. He does reverse it back. Avalon is going to tap. AEW has got a few botches tonight. Yeah, Avalon taps. Right, well, there we go. Avalon taps, so Cody wins. Arn Anderson gets into the ring. Goes over to check on Cody. Days today, they start shooting Cobra Kai Season 4, do they? That was an absolutely useless match against Peter. Wow, there's a couple of things. There was a big superplex in there, which I thought was cool. There was a couple of nice spots. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of hate, actually, in the Fight TV chat. A lot of people saying that it was horrific and awful and all this kind of stuff. I can't say it was all right. People are really laying into it, man. This show has been pretty poor. This show hasn't been very good at all. Imagine giving that match any more than 4 out of 10. That sucked. Wow. And these people must have paid $4.99 a month, so they must be into AEW, but they're certainly not into that match. Okay, well, 11 minutes till the halftime scores. Yes. Who is Pretty Peter? He was the librarian. Do you remember the librarian? Peter Avalon. He's changed his gimmick and now he's Pretty Peter. We got Jurassic Express with FTR backstage. People saying that they hope Impact are going to invade. What a moonsault. So I think we're going to get Jurassic Express against FTR next week. Imperium going for the pin. And Lucha House Party make the save. This is a longer match than I was expecting, but I suppose that's why Lucha House Party are there, aren't they? To kind of put over the younger talent. Wait a sec. Jungle Boy is taller than these guys. Yeah, he was around the same height, wasn't he? Over the top. Up top goes Grand Metalik with a drop kick into a Code Red. Crossbody by Bartel, though. This match just keeps going. Going and going and going. Right, John Moxley coming out. Moxley versus Kenta. Make it happen. Oh, I'm sure it will. Okay, Moxley, I don't believe he's having a match, is he? So what, is he doing a promo? Grand Metalik on the shoulders of Bartel. They both get planted down. Lindsay gets pinned, but kicks out. So this match is continuing. What happened to Kalisto? He just disappeared, didn't he? He just disappeared. Right, looks like we are going to commercial break for AEW. Lucha House Party are there because they're always looking for the next party somewhere, even if there isn't going to be one, says John. Mox doesn't look right without the belt, says Brent. Hope you are well. Right, Imperium look like they might be about to get the victory here. Oh, no! Face first! Grand Metalik, head scissor takedown. Bartel goes into Eichner. Eichner goes out the ring. Up top, Grand Metalik, moonsault, lands on top and takes out Eichner. Bartel, though, uppercut to the back of the head, rolls up. Lindsay, kick out by Lindsay. God, this match is long. Super kick. Up top. Shooting star 1, 2, 3. Lucha House Party win. So Imperium are out. Lucha House Party progress. So there we go. Without seeing the bracket, I'm sure we will. It might make sense if they need a face team to progress. For like the heels to go up against later. So here we go. Here's the bracket. So it's Lucha House Party against Legado del Fantasma. Well, they're not. Well, they're not faces, are they? It doesn't make any sense now. Hang on, no. Legado del Fantasma are heels. So, Lucha House Party progressing means that we've got face versus heels. Oh, hello. Wolf's here? Alexander Wolf? So, Alexander Wolf's here. If Wolf's here, does that mean that Volta's here? Yeah, so it looks like Lucha House Party have progressed so that we can have a heel versus face in the next round. They'll be taking on Legado del Fantasma. But as we were talking about that, Alexander Wolf arrived, and all of a sudden now, 3 of the 4 Imperium members are in the Capital Wrestling Center. Tommaso Ciampa looking in great shape. Here's Timothy Thatcher weighing in backstage. Just coming back from commercial break for AEW. We are 5 minutes away from the halftime scores. Who's this guy? Bruiser Brody. Flip, they got Bruiser Brody. Nick Comoroto. Is Volta here? We don't know. He could be. Alexander Wolf was over in the UK and he's made it over. Volta is coming, says Robin813. I think so. Is he not in the UK? Well, we all thought that Alexander Wolf was, and he's just shown up. Okay, the Women's Dusty Cup starts next. I like Nick Comoroto, but they continually are jobbing him. Ciampa looks weird with hair, says Wrestling Days fan. Hello to Adventures with Robert the Bruce. Shay says, I hope Bailey shows up. That would be cool. I hope they do something with her as well. NXT goes to commercial break. So we're underway with Moxley against Nick the Bruiser. Volta versus the winner of the Fight Pit, says Robin813. Days, are you streaming Superstar Spectacle? Is it on the network, bud? Because I've not seen it announced as being on the network. As far as I know, it's only being shown in India. Back elbow by Nick. Picks up Moxley and backbreaker. Ciampa versus Thatcher. Cage Fight 2 tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. Love the Fight Pit. Really looking forward to it. Hi, Days. Hope you are well. Thanks for the help with the YouTube stuff. I have kickstarted my channel, and I hope to be with the likes of you and others. Ashley Drury, good luck, my friend. I hope it goes well. Oh, that's a good shout. Morgul Matt. Yes, I can definitely see that. Comoroto reminds me of Hercules from Power and Glory. I can definitely see that. That's a good shout. Scoops up Mox. Mox with a forearm strike. They're just showing us dark results. Oh. Planting Nick Komodo down. 1, 2. Kick out by Moxley. Alex says, is the bald guy called Naka still a thing in AEW? He used to have oil to slip out of the Battle Royal. Isn't he actually like Kenny's personal assistant or something? Not in storyline, but in real life. I've got a feeling that like he's got a job with AEW. So yes, he is still a thing, but I don't know that we see him on camera anymore. I think he might work behind camera, behind the scenes. But he could still be someone that comes out for like Battle Royals, or I don't know, maybe if they need someone for Dark. Cody missed a leapfrog and got low blowed during the match. He didn't get enough height, says Lauren. Alexander Wolf returned, said David Conley. Both, says Brent Lanning. Can't remember what we were talking about. that the word both applies to. On the shoulders goes Moxley. He turns it into a sleeper. Down goes Hercules. And that's it. Hercules can take no more. And Moxley wins. It's quite rare to see a sleeper hold put someone to sleep these days, isn't it? And certainly someone the size of Nick Komoroto. So there we go. Moxley has won. We've got Beth Phoenix. Okay, we're going to see all the female teams involved. Okay, so Beth says NXT has been at the forefront of the women's evolution. Lots of images of the women that have come through NXT, like Bianca and Charlotte and Becky and Asuka, Sasha, Alexa, Bayley, Carmella, Shayna Baszler, have been a big part of the women's evolution. This is good, man. They're making this feel like a big deal. It was the WWE Universe that wanted this. They're making this feel huge, and I love that. Let's kick off the first ever Women's Dusty Rhodes Classic. The lights come up, and there are all the female competitors in this tournament, all on the entrance stage. So this is going to be the first time we're going to be seeing, there's Priscilla Kelly at the back. There's Marina Shafir. So Kacy Catanzaro and Kayden Carter taking on Toni Storm and Mercedes Martinez. Priscilla Kelly looks the same as she always does. She's got like a top hat on and everything that you're used to seeing. So they haven't changed her in any way. Cool, man. I love those images of the women around the edge. It looks so good. It felt really cool, really classy. Great to just take that moment, you know. Really good. Shout out to Rolando 2005. Hope you are well. Right, Storm and Mercedes versus Kayden Carter and Kacy. Days, the Mae Young Elite figure comes with a huge Mae Young Classic trophy, very detailed, as I know that you like that stuff. Yes, thank you. I really want to get that Mae Young one. I think it's quite, isn't it? Wasn't it exclusive? Wasn't it one of the exclusives? Might be hard to get, but yeah, that's one I definitely want to get. I do love those trophies. I loved it when they did the Andre the Giant trophy. I thought that was really cool. I started getting into them because of the belts and trophies and stuff like that. Just like little bonuses, aren't they, really? They've never done the women's Battle Royal trophy. That would be cool. It's a pretty ugly trophy in all fairness, but it would still be cool to have. But yeah, that's cool. Thanks for letting me know about that. I'm going to jot that down. So that is one that I don't think that'll ever be like in Smith's or anything like that. So that's one that I might just have to order. I would like to get that Mae Young one. Love the legends. Noted. Jotted. Superstar Billy Graham's on the way soon as well, and that looks cool. Right. AEW. Right. Do you want to do halftime scores now? Let's do halftime scores because it's already 5 minutes past, and AEW has gone to commercial break. I don't know. I don't think both shows will go at the same time, so we'll do halftime scores right now. Brony says NXT 7. Big Boy Dally says AEW 7, NXT 7.5. David Conley says Kacy is so skinny. I'm guessing she says thanks. Brony says NXT 7. LSW says NXT 8.5. Both are an 8. Broken Dream says NXT 8. Heather says 7. John says NXT 8.25. Brendan says 8.5. Scott says NXT 8. Hayden says NXT 7, AEW 6. C Wrestling says NXT 8, AEW 5. Chalmers says NXT 6. Wrestling Days Fan says NXT 7.25. Lauren says AEW 7.25. Russell gives it a 7. Basti says NXT 6.5, AEW 6. Adam says AEW 5. Eric says NXT 6. X Undisputed NXT 0.7. Oh my god, see, it's jumping off screen. Anna, oh, it's gone, Anna. I failed. I was trying to keep up with everyone's scores and I failed. X Undisputed 24/7X says NXT 7.5. Brony says NXT 7. Anna Dawes says NXT 7.25. Adam says NXT 8. David Conley says NXT 8. Brendan says 9.5. Hype Man 15 says NXT 7. AEW 7. Owen says NXT 7. AEW 6.5. Warsaw Till I Die says NXT 8. AEW 7.5. Gabriella says NXT 8. J14 says AEW 7. NXT 7.5. I tell you what's really good. There's no 4s, 5s. It's a few 6s, but most of this is 7s and 8s. So I think people are really enjoying both shows tonight. I am. I think both shows are good. Here's Kenny. NXT has gone to commercial break. Here we go, Kenny. Has he been beaten up? Oh, Don Callis has been beaten up. He says, I had an accident. Is he going to say it was the Bucks? He's going to make out it was the Bucks, and I bet it wasn't the Bucks. Don't worry about me. He is making out that the Bucks attacked him. I tell you what, I think Don Callis has been a brilliant addition to the AEW roster. I think he's been absolutely brilliant. I love that. I love the fact that he's making out it's the Bucks driving a wedge between probably makeup, or he probably punched himself in the face. Matt Sydal and Top Flight. Matt Sydal and Top Flight. I can't remember who they're facing. And I've turned off the page now. Oh. Wow. Don't matter. I'll get my answer now. It is Matthew Hardy and Private Party Fresh from Impact Wrestling. Private Party, yes. The Bucks did attack him. Oh, did they? Did they? Did they attack him earlier? I didn't see that. That is the problem when you watch two shows. Right. Private Party, Matt Hardy in the ring. Anyway, love the Don Callis stuff. We're going back to this first round women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic match. Don't forget our main event tonight on NXT, The Fight Pit. One of the best matches of 2020. Matt Riddle versus Timothy Thatcher inside the Fight Pit. Something that they don't overuse. This is only the second time that we're going to be seeing it. Such an interesting structure. The platform around the edge that you can use. I really, really like it. Not anything like crazy different. Do you know what I mean? It's a cage, but just with a platform around the top of it. But I like it. Kacy into the corner. Cameron, shout out to you, my friend. Hope you are well.
Cameron Dowsett is a legend. They donated $1.99 via a super chat. Days, can you start doing list or news vids again?
Yeah, I mean, news vids are kind of put on hold because I can always go back to those whenever. And she's on the shoulders at the moment, Kacy. You never know what Kacy's going to do. She flips round. Head scissor takedown. That was nice. I could always go back to the news video ones, but I've been spending a lot of time like learning video editing and doing a few bits behind the scenes. I was doing like the Raw review videos, and I've moved on to a few other things. So, there's it's something that can always come back. The thing with the list videos, I really enjoyed like looking at like old Mattel figures and like looking at the tallest, the smallest, the best accessories. I enjoyed doing that. I feel like I don't know if I exhausted those kinds of videos, but I must have done an easy 30 of them or something like that, 20 or 30 of, do you know what I mean? All the kings, all the biggest, the smallest, I don't know, man. I kind of got to the point where I was like, I think this can take a break for a little while. I don't know, yeah, maybe I should go back to it. The one that I would like to do is, I did a series that was the best figures from Series 1 all the way through to, like, Series 70. And I've done all of those videos. But I can now do the best figures from Series 70 to 80. It's not a big video, but just, you know, we're at the point where I can definitely do that, because obviously those series have come out. So that's one I would like to do. I'd like to just keep that series going. People enjoyed the weirdest ones as well. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely things that I could do, but time has definitely not been on my side. And my focus at the moment, I've got to do so much research for UFC this weekend. That has taken up a lot of time. The research takes forever. But this weekend is huge, so yeah, I wouldn't expect anything before the weekend. Lovely twisting plancha to the outside by Kacy Catanzaro. Carter's got Toni Storm. Toni Storm with a headbutt. German by Toni Storm. Storm going over. Back elbow by Carter. Down goes Carter. Storm looking for a single leg Boston Crab. I do like the fact that Kacy Catanzaro and Kayden Carter have got the same ring attire, the same colour scheme. Single leg Boston Crab by Toni Storm. Who's that? EO? EO? Io just grabbed Mercedes Martinez and slammed her into the commentary table. I don't think Toni Storm saw what happened, so she's just looking, and Mercedes Martinez is down over by the commentary table. Kacy comes up. I tell you what, looks like Kacy Catanzaro and Kayden Carter might be getting the win here. Ah! What a move! It's like a red arrow. Flip. I don't even know what she actually hits with. What did she land with? Kacy Catanzaro and Kayden Carter win. I need to see a replay of that finishing move. Didn't expect that. One match and the bracket is busted already. Yeah, I really thought Mercedes... Okay, let's look at this finishing move. Twists up in the air. 360. She just kind of lands. I think she kind of lands with her lower back. Yeah, I don't even know what that move's called. It'll probably get like a crazy name, won't it? The Flying Ninja. Backstage with Finn Balor. Bursts into William Regal's office. How about this? So, Balor wants Pete Dunne, but he says, give me Oni and Danny first. You can't fight both of them. Get yourself a partner. I like this. Logical storytelling. Get yourself a partner, then you can have Oni and Danny. Okay. Well, Balor's like, I haven't got any friends. Yeah, but there's a problem. I haven't got any friends. I'm basically Johnny No Mates. What do you want me to do? What the flip? What the flip has Bronson Reed got around his shoulders? He has got a stuffed toy. Oh my God, is this the modern day Jake the Snake? Is this the PG Jake the Snake? PG Jake the Snake Bronson Reed is making his way down. Guys, we can't have real snakes. So you're going to have to go out there with this soft toy. Sorry, what? Just go with it. Just go with it. No, I doubt anyone will even notice. I doubt anyone will notice that you're coming down to the ring with a soft toy wrapped around your shoulders. He's Jake the Flake. That's what he is. Jake the Flake. Woo! Sonny says, I'm going to send you the Foo Fighters clip of them performing. I'll find it. I'll find it. I don't mind some of their songs. And they, wow, I've seen them live. They can put in a performance. It's a Godzilla reference. Don't try and justify it, Anna Dawes. There's a killer about to make his way down to the ring. The modern day Big Van Vader. The modern day Bam Bam Bigelow. And he's got a stuffed dragon wrapped around his shoulders. Don't tell me that it's meant to be Godzilla. Jake the Snakeless. Days, Io Shirai attacked Mercedes Martinez because Mercedes attacked her a couple of weeks ago, but that's when you wasn't watching. Okay. That'll be cool. I'm down for an Io Mercedes Martinez match. Bronson Reed and his friend, his stuffed toy, could enter the Dusty Rhodes Classic. It's a shame the bracket's already been decided. Top Flight is greener than Private Party. Private Party are the #1 contenders to the Good Brothers for the Impact tag titles. Matt has tried to pin all 3 of them. I haven't really been paying this attention. I was caught up in that drama. The first women's Dusty Rhodes Classic. NXT is going to go into overtime. Private Party coming in. I think Matt is going to win it for this team, says Chalmers. Nice Inzaguri. Days, you should stream Impact. You can watch it on Twitch. I am interested if there's going to be a big crossover. Do you know, if it's going to be like loads of people invading AEW, loads of people invading Impact, and it just kind of makes sense to watch the both. But at the moment, where it's just like the odd person here or there, you can I don't feel like it's essential. But who knows, if they do something big and there's big invasions and it's got that kind of Survivor Series feel and there's a pay-per-view. Right, we're seeing Ciampa backstage. Hollywood is coming out with Godzilla versus Kong movie, says David Paul. Right, we got Mackenzie Mitchell. Shotzi is injured. Right, here's Kayden and Kacy. Okay. Right, well, they're very excited. Shooting Star. Right, Malcolm Bivens with Tyler Rust. Right, Bronson Reed against Tyler Rust. I'm waiting for updates. Moose would run through the whole AEW roster. Austin316, shout out to you. Remember when Seidel debuted in AEW? That was huge. It was a waste. Right, well. We've got Top Flight getting in the face of Private Party. There's a beatdown at the moment on AEW. We're not too far away from the halfway point. We've got the Fight Pit match coming up, obviously, on NXT. I actually don't know what the main event is for AEW. Twist of Fate by Matt Hardy. I don't even know if it's called that. I don't know when. I don't know if they changed it. Has there been a trailer for King Kong Godzilla? I am not the right person to ask. I have not seen any of those films. I don't know why, but Bronson Reed reminds me of Brodus Clay. Somebody call your mama. Oh, that match is probably main event. The match to find the tag team in the Inner Circle. Right. From what it sounds like, AEW sounds about a 5 and NXT sounds about an 8, says Sonny. I don't know. I think most people... kind of all over the place, the halfway scores. There was lots of 7s and 8s, but some people really feel in NXT, some people really feel in AEW. We got a little segment with the Inner Circle. MJF says, I want what's best for this group. Let's go out there, get this match out of the way, and finish this. Sammy says that we're not there yet, because MJF tried to give him a fist bump. Right, legit Layla Hirsch. We got a women's match on AEW. Legit. That'll do. Days, remember that one time we were backyard wrestling, and Austin came out as the ring girl? I do, yeah. I wish he had shaved his legs. I remember that being an issue. And announced the round, and his top came off. And we must have run for days. It was, that is one of my favourite ever moments. That is one of my favourite ever moments. I think inside I'm still running, to be honest. But yeah, that was crazy. But what I will say is, up until that point, he'd done a fantastic job. He really had done a really good job. I was thinking of contacting Dana, seeing if he would use him in the UFC. And then the top coming down, that convinced me otherwise. Miro on his way down to the ring with Penelope Ford, and Chuck Taylor is obviously Miro's butler at the moment. Kicks coming in by Tyler Rust to Bronson Reed. Chucky T is a butler. Yes. It seemed like you were going to break out into a rap. Big strike to the midsection by Bronson Reed. Down goes Tyler Rust. We've got just over half an hour to go. I do like Layla Hirsch. When is the beach break? A couple of weeks, I think, isn't it? When are they going to move the fight pit to the ring? I don't know how they're going to do that, or if the fight pit was pre-recorded. I wouldn't imagine it was. There's a live crowd there, so... I mean, if it was pre-recorded... No. I don't know how they're going to do it. They might show us. They might show them setting it up. Might not take that long if you use enough people. Teamwork makes the dream work. Tyler Rust up top looking for Kimura. Big boot. This is a good showing for Tyler Rust. Samoan drop. Hirsch goes down. Penelope Ford into an arm bar. Middle. Oh, I love that shot. Look at that. The Bret Hart, Owen Hart camera shot. Penelope Ford gets to the bottom rope. Big splash by Bronson Reed. 2, 3. Bronson Reed wins. Penelope Ford with a big boot to the outside. Legit Layla Hirsch goes down. Days, the cage is right behind the announcers. Yes. Lately, WWE things just appear. Bronson Reed wins, says John. Knob freeze. Bronson wins. Right, Layla Hirsch is down. Penelope Ford drives her into the edge of the ring. So they're on the outside. Okay, so Bivens is sticking with his guy here, even though he just lost. Feel sorry for Bronson Reed. It seems a bit directionless. Into the corner goes Layla. Penelope. Nice. Beautiful back elbow. Layla rolls over. Goes for a double knees, but Penelope Ford moves out of the way. Knee strike. Layla Hirsch goes down. It's little bit clunky in places. There's a little bit like, come on, come on. Into the corner goes Layla Hirsch. Miro left WWE on a stupid storyline to go to AEW for a stupid storyline. Hype Man says 2 sweets. William says, with watching 2 shows, one would think I'd be entertained by one of them. Days Connor or Dustin, what round? Connor in round 3. Orange Cassidy in the crowd, watching on. Kick by Layla Hirsch. Another kick coming in as well. Imagine if we were to get Finn and Jay White. Well, yeah, that would be cool. Have you watched Uncle Grandpa? No, I haven't. I haven't, boy. Cool tweet from Gerald Briscoe about Kamala Harris, if you haven't seen it. Wrestling Days fan says Connor round 1. What happens? What if Imperium help Thatcher? He used to be a member in other companies. Okay. McGregor gets the win. Anna says John Legend. We're just ordinary people. We were singing that earlier. We are at commercial break for NXT, by the way. Hirsch down on her knees. Penelope Ford upon the shoulders. Dun, 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 dun. Conor McGregor. I want to take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely no one. Strike to the back. Layla Hirsch turns around. They're giving this match some time. Fair play. These two trading forearm strikes. Strikes to the midsection. Against the ropes goes Layla Hirsch. Penelope went for a spin kick. Into the splits. Oh, big knee strike. Picking her up. German. Deadlift German. Into the corner. Layla charging over. Double knees. Oh! 1, 2. Shoulder up. With NXT having nothing else for Rhea, does this mean she could debut in the Rumble? Yes. UFC 257. So there. My emojis are glitching. It's wild. Hayden says, great show so far for AEW and NXT. If the emojis are playing up, that's got to be a YouTube thing. We've not had that before. We're seeing Timothy Thatcher. Backstage. Here's Balor. What's Balor doing? Balor trying to find a friend. Penelope Ford wins, thanks to outside interference. It's kind of gritty, isn't it? Balor having a very gritty, very real conversation. He says, are you in or are you still sucking your meals through a straw? Balor asking O'Reilly. O'Reilly says, I'm in. I love this. This is really good. It's really gripping. All he did was walk in and went, are you going to be my partner? And he was like, yeah. See you next week then. That was it. But it's like, Just a moment where they stare at each other and walk away. So good. I mean, there's kind of so much there. There's a lot of respect. Probably wondering if you can trust him. You didn't know if he's going to get attacked. I mean, I don't know, man. It felt like there was a lot. Sometimes silence can say more than 1,000 words. Santos Escobar coming out. Santos Escobar with the Cruiserweight Championship. Good stuff with Finn. Oh, it was really good, yeah. Really, really good. He mentions Karrion Kross. We got Good Brothers. Good Brothers backstage. Good Brothers beating up Penta. Are we building towards Kenny and the Good Brothers against Young Bucks and Hangman? So, Good Brothers and Kenny are beating up Penta for some reason. Invasion. Don't know if it's the Invasion. Good Brothers been hanging around with Kenny for a while. They obviously had that match on Hard to Kill. Right, where are we? We've got 20 minutes to go. I don't want Hangman to have anything to do with the Bucks. What I don't understand is when this story ends, what does Omega do? I think they're not too bad at planning, actually. I think if you think about what Kenny has, his path that he's been on, it's been all right. I hope Don Callis sticks around for a while. I think it's been a brilliant addition. I wonder what it's. I feel like it's building towards Good Brothers and Kenny versus Death Triangle. I think we're definitely getting that. But ultimately, it's got to be against the Bucks and someone. Maybe Rich Swann. Lucha House Party have come down. They're attacking Legado del Fantasma. Of course, they're going to face them in the next round. Tag Team Battle Royal for a title shot at Revolution. And coming up next, we've got our main event for AEW. I'd imagine we're going to get our main event for NXT as well. Santana, Ortiz. Backstage talking to Drake Maverick and Killian Dane. He says he's walking in with his best friend. So these guys are going to be taking on MSK. Okay. Clap your hands, everyone. It's Adam Cole. That 8-man tag should be great between the Bucks and the Good Brothers versus Stu Grayson, Uno Silva, Reynolds set for next week. Right. Where's the fight? Why are we not at the fight pit? Why is no one setting up a fight pit and we've only got 18 minutes left? Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, I thought it was all flat pack behind them. I thought that ring was. I didn't realize it was set up. I thought it was all like, you know, the 4 panels. I thought they just had to carry it out and set it up. I didn't realize there was a second ring set up there. Ah, that makes sense now. Well, still, why are we only giving this 13 minutes? Oh. Did it need that, Alicia? She tried to go full on William Regal War Games. Okay. They're going to run over tonight. Well, look, I'm proper into this fight pit. Proper into it. I can't believe that ring's just been there all this time. Just completely not seen it. I honestly thought it was just the 4 segments, like, flat. And then someone would come out and they would just quickly build it all. What am I like, eh? What am I like? Women's World Championship Elimination Tournament. That's coming soon. It looks like it's Japan against USA by the looks of it. Japanese flag the one side, USA flag the other. Fight Pit! An AEW women's tournament is coming. Days, this is the beginning of the end for the Inner Circle. Well, they're getting their intros. I'm afraid the Fight Pit has definitely got my attention more than this. But I agree. There's probably going to be more to this than they just have a match and everything's fine after. Anna Dawes says, time for carnage. I can't guarantee that she said it that way, but... J14 says, AEW mashed Judas and MJF's theme together. Capsman says, Fulham FC lost 2-1 today. They did. Penelope, Heather says, Penelope Ford sucks. Fight Pit, says Butter Spark. David Connolly says, Fight Pit. Fire, 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 fire. Days, imagine if Titus O'Neil recreated the Royal Rumble botch again this year, says Brony. We are just at commercial break, by the way. Hayden says, time for the main event. It is. It is, it is, it is. Austin says, does that mean they're going to stop singing Judas? Faint Pit. Right, well, AEW is just giving us these intros. So everyone's coming out at the moment. Can you watch UFC 257 on Fight Pass? Nope. You can watch the prelims, but not the main card. Okay, we're going back to NXT. I always put the depressed donkey from Winnie the Pooh to Heather's comments. They make more sense in that tone to me. Okay. Kurt Stallion with Lucha House Party. I don't know much about Kurt Stallion. Okay, so next week is going to be in action. Next week as well, we got Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. So we've got that next week also. MSK versus Drake Maverick and Killian Dane next week. Also, grizzled young veterans taking on Kushida and Leon Ruff. Right, here we go. Timothy Thatcher has made his way down. He's climbing up the steps and entering the Fight Pit. Oh, I love these. I'm excited for this. I am so excited for this. Looks the same. Doesn't look like they've changed anything about it. Yeah, there is just metal everywhere, isn't there? He's pacing around on that platform. They're not coming down the entranceway. They're actually kind of both at the, or were at the bottom of the stairs. Tommaso climbing up those stairs. This is cool. Yeah, I agree, Big Boy Dally. This is cool. NXT has been good so far. I'll tell you what I like about NXT is that a lot of what they're doing seems to really... Like, they're really selling it. Like that Balor O'Reilly thing backstage. And look at this. And how big they made the women's Dusty Road Classic feel. It's a good shot. One competitor either side of a big screen. The rules are on the screen. Decision must happen within the pit. No pinfall. It is winner by knockout or submission. Yes. Yes. Everyone medically cleared. There are no excuses. Oh, I don't need the Thunderdome back. I don't need that up there. I think it's better without the Thunderdome. You could put some really cool graphics on those screens. Big strikes by both Tommaso and Timothy Thatcher on top of the platform. Ciampa seemed to be looking as if he was going to throw Thatcher out of the Thunderdome, out of the fight pit. We're on top of the platform. They haven't even been down to the ringside area. You do sense that it's going to be quite a bump that's about to happen. Timothy Thatcher is choking Ciampa on the railings that are around the edge. Nice strike to the midsection. Big forearm strike as well by Thatcher. Ciampa, they're over in the corner. Thatcher, suplex on that platform. Looked like Ciampa was going to throw him over the pit. Stu Bennett says he's never hated anyone enough to put himself into something like a fight pit. Nice up kicks by Ciampa. Thatcher goes down to his knees. Nice boot to the side of the head, and Thatcher goes down. We're still on the platform. Nice knee strike by Ciampa, and again, big overhand. Stomping away. Biden is dancing. Well, there is a lot of excitement for this fight pit. Big chop. And again, a big chop. Right in the corner. On that platform. It's all Tommaso right now. Nice strike to the midsection. By Thatcher. Ciampa goes down to one knee. Knee strike to the side of the body. Nice. Forearm strike again. Tommaso on his knees. Ciampa going over to the other side. They're all over this platform. Big strike by Ciampa. I'm trying to keep an eye on AEW as well. I don't know what to watch. They're both so good, says AG Games. Sonny Wolf says, let's go Ciampa. Ciampa stomped to the midsection. And again. He's got foot on the throat of Thatcher. He's going to look to slingshot him into the railing. Thatcher gets slingshotted into part of the railing. And Ciampa pats himself on the back as we go to commercial break. So quite a slow, steady start. Few exchanges of some hard-hitting strikes. Clothesline over the top on AEW. Sammy. Oh. Jericho moves out the way. Nice super kick. Jericho goes down. Sammy gets back into the ring. Sammy going against the ropes. Big boot. I'm rooting for Thatcher because Ciampa has hair and him having hair is wrong. Imagine if Tommaso hits his finisher on the top or over the top. Well, we're getting down to the final few minutes of AEW. I can't watch NXT or AEW because of the weather. Wow, we've had bad weather here. We had snow. I don't know if it's bad now, but yeah, I saw earlier it was really coming down. Sammy up in the corner. He's on the shoulders of MJF in an electric chair, but a reverse Rana. Reverse Rana to MJF. Sammy going up top with Ortiz. Spanish fly. Ortiz is down. Just a 2 count for Sammy after that Spanish fly. Jake Hager just gave a big boot to Jericho. This is beautiful in DC, says Butterspark. That is a heck load of fireworks, says Anna. Big strike by Hager. MJF goes down. Right, they're inside the fight pit now. Into the cage goes Thatcher. Visually, it looks awesome in there, doesn't it? He's just throwing Thatcher into each corner. Ciampa with a big knee strike. Thatcher is struggling here. Thatcher is struggling a little to get to his feet. Ciampa helps him. Into the corner goes Tommaso. So, shoulder first. Tommaso going into the ring post. How long we got? We've only got a couple of minutes. Couple of minutes. Jericho going for the pin. Shoulder up by Ortiz. Kick out by Tommaso. That looked painful. Oh man, there's so much going on. It's hard to know where to look, isn't there? There's like we're getting towards the end of this lovely double DDT there by Ortiz. I love the lighting of the fight pit as well. That's worth mentioning. It feels smoky. I don't know why. It doesn't feel as crisp. It feels smoky in there. I don't know how they've done that. Perhaps they've pumped in some smoke. Thatcher looking for a submission. Oh. Some real joint manipulation at the moment. Forearm strike by Thatcher. He's trying to bend back the fingers as well. Yeah, he really is going for joint manipulation. Super kick by Sammy. Right, I'm trying to keep an eye on AEW because it feels like the finish is coming. He's got a handful of tights. MJF with a handful of tights. We've got the all rights reserved appearing at the bottom, so I think they're going to have to go off air quite quick. Yeah, they have. They're gone. They're gone. So no fallout from AEW, but it is MJF and Jericho that were victorious. And I'm sure there will be a fallout from that. Ciampa managing to get a single leg Boston Crab. Timothy Thatcher had been slingshotted into the side of the fight pit. Kick to the lower back by Ciampa. And look at that. You can see it does look really smoky. It's really good. Bad call by AEW. Great match on NXT, says Brony. AEW's second hour was garbage. Oh, he's managed to get a sleeper hold applied. Great work this by Thatcher. Sleeper hold applied. Nice low blow by Ciampa. Yeah, and as Beth says, it's all legal in the fight pit. He's using the ref, so he just did a draping DDT off the ref. How strange. I don't know if I want to see that in a fight pit. Low blow. The ref helped. Lol. The ref got in the way. Yeah, I don't know. To me, this is meant to be like... This is their version of the UFC, in a way. It's gritty and edgy, and I don't know. I don't think I would have booked that spot for this. Double underhooks. Nice uppercut by Thatcher. Big strike coming back by Ciampa. Trading blows back and forth. This is good. Look at this. Hard-hitting stuff here. These two just wailing away at each other. Oh, big chop. Ciampa gets driven back. Elbows to the back of the head by Ciampa. Oh, really drives his head into that cage. Picks him up, plants him down. And rear naked. Sleeper. Thatcher reaching out to the camera. Gets up to his feet. Drives Ciampa back into the side of the cage. It's got a lovely pace to it. I'll give it that. Now he's got a sleeper hold applied. Ciampa going over to the corner. He has got wedged. I don't even know why that's like that. Why are those gaps a thing? Look, now his leg's caught. Oh, God. Oh, no. Ciampa's in a whole world of pain here. His one leg seems to be caught in some girder. The other one is a stretch muffler. And Ciampa taps. Obviously, he's got a big history with knee damage as well. So that is a big win for Thatcher. This is becoming like Timothy Thatcher's match, isn't it? His chest is like red raw. That was good. I don't think it was as good as the first one. But still good. Great match, says Big Boy Dally. Thatcher wins 2-0 in a fight pit. We got a streak. We got a streak going. Who can beat Thatcher inside the fight pit? I like that. I like the fact that's becoming a thing. That's good. That's good. This is a good bucket. This is good booking. Imagine like Karrion Kross against Timothy Thatcher. NXT title. But it's in a fight pit. And by that point is like 4-0 or something. Who wins? I think there's real respect between them. Ciampa just up against the cage. There is respect. Sportsmanship, says Peace Control CJ. Raphael says the first was better, but this was still pretty great. Yeah, it was really good. What a match, says Chalmers. Yeah, it was good. Get your final scores in. Get your final scores in. It has been a long day. So I think we'll only stick around for a few minutes. So get your scores in, and then we will say goodnight. I think there is a good chance that I might stream the Connor press conference tomorrow. The only problem is, it's I think it's like 8 a.m. Eastern. It's 1 p.m. That's not a problem. It's 1 p.m. here in the UK, but I'm not really expecting much, to be honest. I'm certainly not expecting McGregor to be like running his mouth or anything like that, but could be interesting what gets said. It could be interesting to see what they've got to say about Khabib and all of that. So yeah, I'm interested in having a look at that. I want to watch it. Definitely want to watch it. So I kind of got half an eye on that. Right, let's get some of these scores. Scores on the doors. Right, John says NXT 825, Brendan 8.5, Scott says NXT 8, Hayden says NXT 7, AEW 6, C Wrestling says NXT 8, AEW 5, Chalmers says NXT 6, Wrestling Days fan says 7.25 for NXT, Lauren says AEW 7.25, Russell says 7, Basti says 6.5 for NXT, AEW 6. Adam says AEW 5. We've got a few 5s and 6s coming in now. Eric says NXT 6. Undisputed 24/7 says NXT 7.5. Brony says NXT 7. Anna Dawes says NXT 7.25. Adam says NXT 8. David Conley says NXT 8. Brendan says 9.5. Hype Man 15 says NXT 7, AEW 7. Owen says NXT 7, AEW 6.5. Warsaw Till I Die says NXT 8, AEW 7.5. Gabriella says NXT 8. J14 says AEW 7, NXT 7.5. I don't know, like, a lot here are saying NXT are better. I would agree. Austin316 says NXT 6.5, AEW 5.5. But Spark says NXT 8.35. Wrestling Days fan says NXT 7.25. Raphael says 7.5 for NXT. Brad G says NXT 7.5, AEW 7. Yeah. I'm kind of with the chat, really. I think they're all pretty good scores. I think AEW, I'd give it a 7. I could maybe go lower. I could maybe go 6, 7, 5. Gonna go 6, 7, 5. I think 6, 7, 5 might be fair, a bit fairer. The main event was good. There's a few things in there that, I mean, it was just fine. It was just a good show. I think it could have been better. I did like the fun bit at the start with Hangman where they thought he was going to join. The match quality was pretty good. There's a few botches in there, though, and I don't know. Main event was fine. Main event was good. MJF and Jericho, they're obviously pushing that story along. I really love what they're doing with Kenny Omega and Don Callis. So, yeah, man, some decent stuff there, but I think they've done way better. Way, way better. NXT, I would say was the better show. I would say was the better show. I think the chat has said it was the better show as well. I'll probably go like, that might be high. 7.25, something like that. 7.25. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Both shows were good. Not really nothing to like go crazy about. Certainly nothing to get upset about. Kind of middle of the road, but I think there was enough distance between NXT and AEW where about half a mark or so feels good. You could maybe take that a little more, but I feel like that's fair. Right. If Superstar Spectacle is announced on the network, would you stream it? I would be very interested in streaming it, yes. I don't believe it is, so... right. Boom. Thank you, everyone that has joined us. Really appreciate the support. Thank you if you joined us tonight. Thank you if you joined us earlier. Thank you if you join us whenever you join us. Really do appreciate that. We, as I said, tomorrow, I am looking at that kind of... I don't want to 100% say I'm doing it, but I think there's a very good chance because I do want to watch it. And then on Friday, we've got SmackDown. On Saturday, UFC 257. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. So all my attention is going into that at the moment. So, yeah, I have a lot of people going, when are you doing another watch-along for Royal Rumbles and all this kind of stuff? I don't know. I really don't know how I'm going to be feeling on Sunday, if I'm perfectly honest, because Saturday is going to be a real long stream. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be making promises and not keeping them. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm focused on Saturday right now, so, or up until Saturday, so. Yeah, awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate the support. Hope you had a great evening. Hope you had great days wherever you are as well. Obviously, a big day for America, so a big shout out to my American friends. Yeah, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.